Hi guys, I'm Shane and I have the privilege of serving as president of Master Provisions. At MP, we believe no one in the tri-state should go hungry. And with food insecurity at an all-time high in our region, we know that providing food for today brings hope for tomorrow. Master Provisions is a faith-based nonprofit food bank that connects hundreds of partner agencies throughout Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana. We help ensure that organizations such as schools, shelters, food pantries, and recovery centers have the resources they need to serve others. To meet increasing demand, we are building an expanded distribution center. Let me show you around. Well, welcome. You are now inside the main entrance area. To my right, there will sit a receptionist desk and be able to answer questions as you walk in. If you're a volunteer or a food agency partner, if you're a food agency partner, you're gonna go straight through this door behind me, and I'll explain that once we get into that area. But if you're a volunteer, you would walk in and you'll head down this hallway right here, and I'll meet you there in just a second. So welcome. You have now joined me into our area where our volunteers are going to be serving and help to process product. We're excited about this for a variety of reasons, but for our volunteers, I know you're going to be excited because there's a little bit more protection and safety, but it's also temperature controlled. So I know you're going to be ecstatic about that. The process is going to be a little bit different inside of here, as back behind me to my left, there's a forklift door where we can bring in the product that needs processed. We'll put it on this wall. From there, it will be processed in the middle of the room and then go to the other side of the room. What we're trying to do is to create better efficiencies and flow for our volunteers. Now, let's take a step into our warehouse. We are now inside of our warehouse, and to my right, you will see over here we have 5 docks, brand new docks, along with our ramp. That will be all for the receiving area. And that will then sit and wait until it's ready for processing into the volunteer space that we were just in. Where we're standing right now, there will be racking from floor to ceiling. And the fun thing about that is in our current warehouse is 17,500 square feet. This warehouse is 30,000 square feet. The real thing that is the difference is with our racking, in our current warehouse, we can have about 150 skids space inside of that warehouse. Inside of this one, we'll be able to have over 1,000 skids. So it's quite a bit larger, and it's all due to the design of flow and efficiency. Also, as you look over here, you will notice there's a different looking concrete pad, and that is going to be our cooler freezer. The interesting thing about our cooler freezer is that it is twice the size of our cooler freezer, and also will be almost twice the height. Therefore, we're going to be able to rack inside of that cooler freezer. Okay, so we are now standing in the middle of our resource center for our food agency partners. And let me explain a little bit about that. A little bit ago, when we walked inside the building, I talked about this door that the food agency partners would come in through the main entrance. They'll come through that door, and then they'll grab carts. And a reminder, everything's going to be an upgrade. So everything from our carts to our shelving and our racking and our cooler freezer and our processes to our loading process after you're able to check out. So as you see to my right, you will notice that there's some windows there. That will be the checkout area where there'll be a scale and opportunities to meet with some of our staff and volunteers as you get ready to head home. The open area right there will be a slider, just like what we currently have, but outside of there is a new and improved loading zone. It's not near as far, and it's going to be much easier due to the carts. Over the years, we have learned that whenever we make room for God's blessings in our distribution center, He always fills it. We continue to expand our operations and add community partners to ensure we provide high quality, nutritious food to as many people as possible. Something as simple as a single meal can spark hope. Imagine the difference if every child, parent, and senior in the tri-state area had the food they needed to thrive. We have learned and leaned on that we are stronger together, and our collective impact truly changes lives. This is where you come in. You have the power to make that difference. So join us. Join us in praying, serving, and giving to ensure that no one in our community goes without. You can help bring hope and model the compassion of Jesus through every meal provided as we strive for a hunger-free tri-state region. Your prayers, your time, and your gifts make sure shelves are stocked, trucks are fueled, meals are packed, and nourishing food reaches people facing hunger. Join us in the fight against food insecurity today. Don't wait to make a difference. And from all of us at MP, thank you. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you continue to do. And thank you for what you will do in the future.